If you've never had one, you're about to learn what's in it.
Yep, it's one of my favorites. Joining us in the kitchen this morning is Juan Cherino, who's the Banquet chef at Hard Rock Casino.
That's right. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be here.
Well, it's a pleasure to have
show
you.
a salad.
Yeah.
Yes, and what you're going to be showing us today is how to create a dish that will be served at an upcoming upscale event at Hard Rock, and that's going to be on Saturday for El Ranchito de los Niños. And we want to hear a little bit about the event, and then we'll talk about what we're making.
Okay, well, the event itself is happening this Saturday. It's a charitable event. I believe they're selling tickets for this event, like to raise money for like a house for not really like families in need, but you know, adopted families and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
nice.
you know, like due to the economy, they'll they gave a family a car last year.
That's
and
right.
The year
Yes, they
before.
actually came on to talk about that, which
There
was
was a
really
house
nice.
as well, so we're very happy for them to be here. You know, excited actually, because that way we can show our charitable side as well.
Yes, because obviously the food is fabulous and the atmosphere is great, but if you can do something great for the people out there, that's even better. It just warms your heart.
Correct, it does. It makes us feel, you know, especially with food-wise,
Oh, yeah.
making people happy, especially with food. We just love it.
Good
And
food
yes.
makes everybody happy.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
I always say
Especially makes
food
me
is our
happy
fuel.
as well. So.
Food fills the soul. And when is this event taking place? Saturday at what time?
Saturday, I believe at 7 p.m.
Okay.
will be
Okay.
taking place.
Perfect.
So we're going to be on our grand ballroom. So.
In the Grand Ballroom. Okay, so, and of course, as we continue through the segment, we'll give people more details how they can get in touch with you. But in the meantime, we were talking about you showing us how to create a salad that is famous for being called the Waldorf Salad, which, of course, is
love
a
it.
famous hotel in New York. But this has nothing to do with that. This is about feeding our bellies. So tell us a little bit about what a Waldorf salad is.
The Waldorf salad is basically a few components made of nuts, some fresh fruit, celery, traditionally with almonds. Well, my version, I like to, you know, create a fruity type. Like I like to have some more fresh strawberries. I like to have different types of fresh lettuces. You know, something that you can choose from. You know, from your basic, you know, just your Waldorf salad. So
Yeah,
That's great.
And what kind of dressing do you put on it?
basically, we have a buttermilk and mayo, and plus I like to put a little bit of honey in mine. Traditionally, it's not really made with honey, but I love to have a little bit of honey, and honey goes a long way. You
It
know?
does.
So
Yeah.
it's more of like a little coating, so that way it all brings all the flavors together, which is.
That's
What
great.
I love about it is the sweet and the salty
Yes.
combination. You
I was
can't
thinking
beat
that.
that. If you have a sweet tooth or you really want to
Yes.
itch for some salty foods, you can get that Waldorf
You
salad.
get the
and
super
get
combo.
both.
And you get a little bit of everything. You know, you get your protein from your nuts, you get your dairy
point.
from your
That's pretty healthy.
your buttermilk, and you get your fruit and stuff. So
So you're
all the
incorporating all
components-
these food groups.
Yeah, all your components for your daily intake are all here.
That's
in
great.
this salad. This was wonderful about this salad, you know. And you can pick whatever lettuce you love. I mean, you can pick, you know, romaine or red cabbage.
What's your
or-
favorite?
I like Belgian endive. So I brought Belgian
endive. Is that a little crispier?
Yes, it's a little bit crispier.
See,
It's
I
got,
like the
it's got the
crust.
crunch. The components for the crunch, I just love it.
I love it.
Which
So,
one is
okay.
that? Is that
This one's this baby one right here.
That baby one,
Yeah, it's
okay.
kind of hiding.
We like the little. I like a little crunch in my salads, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you feel like you kind of feel like you get that element of the starchy element that you need with the crunch, and I like that. And I love how you're incorporating everything. You're right. It's so great when you have something sweet. I know myself when I eat sweet food, I always feel like I need something salty after,
afterward,
right?
yes.
So when you have it all at once, it's perfect. So show us how we would get started with this.
Okay, but first we're going to make our dressing over here. So
Okay.
we're going to incorporate our dressing with a little bit of buttermilk.
Okay.
You know, you can find this anywhere in the store and stuff. It'll be, you know, dairy. So
Okay.
just a little bit of buttermilk.
My hair's shedding on your jacket.
Oh, that's fine. It's just flavor. It's okay. A little bit of mayo.
Okay.
So we're just gonna.
Gives it a little thickness.
Yeah, it gives it a little thickness. It gives that little fatty flavor. You know. You know.
I'll need
don't
a
be
little bit of that.
Don't be afraid of the fat,
Yeah.
everybody. You know. It's just flavor. It's
Well,
okay.
everything else is healthy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just splurge a little bit on the
Yeah.
dressing.
So,
Good point.
so we're gonna go ahead and mix that together.
Okay.
Get that going.
Easy enough. And you like to whisk it?
Yeah, we'll whisk it a little bit and we'll
Okay.
get all the lumps out. You know, make sure it looks nice and good. You don't really want to. You really don't want to taste the buttermilk and then you taste the mayo. You
Right.
want you want
Yeah.
all the components to
Good
come
point.
together. So
Yeah, I don't
That's-
like mayo, but when it's in a salad
I'm the
dressing,
same way.
I don't mind it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you and I have very similar
do.
taste buds. It's
Kinda
very
weird.
funny. We both have the same things we don't like. But you're right. When you put the mayo with something else and you combine it, and then it just adds that extra thickness,
Right.
then it doesn't feel like you're eating mayonnaise.
Now, what is that?
this is lemon juice.
Okay.
Fresh lemon. you know, real. And then we have some honey.
Honey.
My basic.
We love honey.
I love a little honey in mine. You know, people don't really like it in there, but I feel it's, you know, necessary, especially with, you got your fruit, you got your nuts and stuff. It just goes really well. So
one of my favorite combinations actually is apples and honey. Have you ever dipped apples in honey just as a snack? It's actually delicious. And Kristen has said that that for allergy season, honey is really good.
Yeah, the local honey, because it has the local bee pollen in it.
yes.
So, I tried it.
Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit of Dijon mustard just for a little bit of that tang, just for a little bit of flavor there.
Perfect.
We're not really trying to overwhelm anything. We don't want to scare away people. I'll put a little more in there. Actually, I'm gonna take just a little more.
Just a little tang.
A little tang.
Gotta have that.
Then we have some tarragon. A little bit of tarragon in there. We're going to go ahead and mix that.
Perfect.
And then we are going to, whoops, I'll just stay right here. Some fresh cracked pepper.
Ooh, that is one serious pepper mill, may I say.
Yes, I love a nice
Serious
pepper
pepper
meal.
Gotta love that.
So we're going to get some salt as well. A little more.
Perfect. And this is really easy to make at home if you just want to do this at your own
It's real quick,
pace.
simple. It's good for parties. Again, when we show this little presentation-wise, we will...
What about the grapes? Those are sliced. How long does that take?
Yeah.
How do you slice those individually, or is there a quick way to do that?
You have to slice them individually.
Individually,
Yes.
each grape. Okay.
If not, you're
You know
going to
what?
make a mush or...
We might need those mandolins from Now We're Cooking. That's fun. Yeah, that's the best part is everything is so well prepared. So that's something you just have to do ahead of time, I guess, to make it just right.
Yeah, it's easy. Once you have all the
perfect.
components together, I mean, it's just a snap putting it together. I need to grab a bowl.
Okay.
1 second.
So, and while you're doing that, I also want to mention that on our website, we also have the recipe in addition to the Waldorf salad, but also we have the recipe for the pizzas that you make, which are really great. And we want to let people know it's a nice little combo.
Yes, it's a pizza Bianca. It's a white pizza.
Bianca.
It's a white pizza. Great flavor as well. I mean, it's all on there and very easy to make at home. Very simple. So it's especially for good parties and stuff. It's really well. So it works. It works
Perfect.
great.
Yeah, good. I just wanted to let people know that.
So we're going to go ahead and add our apples.
Okay.
Now is the fun part.
Ooh, yes. And we have just about a minute before we go to
All
break.
right, so I better quit talking and keep
No,
working.
talk. Tell us. We want to hear what's going on.
All right, we got some apples. We got some grapes.
Was that celery?
That was celery, yes. We need to trust
Oh, my favorite.
the almonds. You got to have the almonds. Love
Walnuts
it.
and almonds are my
Okay,
favorite.
cool. So we're going to go ahead and get our trusty little spatula.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and, oops, almost messed up.
Oh, I can tell you about stain removal, actually, if you've been watching the show.
Just go to the liquor cabinet, basically. It was all alcohol related.
So we're going to go ahead and incorporate some in here.
And, of course, if you want to go to Hard Rock and try out these amazing recipes that our chef Juan is going to be making all the time at the restaurant, which is fantastic, all you need to do is head on down. It's very simple. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. And you can call 1-877-475-3827 for reservations or for this big event coming up. And we're back after the break.